I've often heard it said in the black church that God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. And for a while that made sense to me because I'm like, oh yeah, like these people weren't ready. They weren't the right people for the job necessarily. And God molded them into who he needed them to be in order for them to go and do these things. But then as I got to looking through the scripture, there was no training arc for anybody in the Bible. Like there was no, I take that back. Maybe you could say Paul had a training arc where he studied with Ananias for a while in terms of him like learning and understanding Christianity versus Judaism. But like most of the examples that people use, none of those people were ready. There was never really a training arc, and it was OJT, on the job training. So as I've grown and matured, I started to understand how much God wanted us to lean on him and wants us to look to him for guidance when we don't understand things and look to him for explanations on what, when, where, and why. And it just dawned on me that like God does call the qualified. The only people who can do what God has for you to do is you. His call is the qualification. Now, is he ready by man's standards? Probably not. Are you ready by man's standards? Probably not. But what are man's standards to God's standards, to God's qualification? What amount of seminary do you need to go to if God has already told you you can go and do this? Now, I'm not saying don't further educate yourself. Don't learn more. Don't, get deeper and deeper into the things that God has for you. But I'm saying it's not a necessity if God has called you to do something. His call is the qualification. And if he didn't think you were qualified to do it, he wouldn't have called you.